All right, so let's keep going with this. And next step is let's work on this balance thing. So remember, if you have ordered more than a certain amount, you get a free bag with your purchase. And so down here, there's this variable that I'm using. If balance is enough, you get this message saying you have enough to get a free bag. Otherwise, it doesn't say that. And so I have this variable, balance is enough, that's setting that. If I change this to just be true and run the code, you can see I have this message down here that I've spent enough to get the bag. But this, at the moment, is completely separate from the rest of this app because I have just set this value right here to be true, and it has nothing to do with whether that subtotal has exceeded the amount or not. I have this min total for free bag right here, which I'm going to use to set that threshold. So this balance is enough, Boolean variable, great thing to have, but I would like to make it so it's actually interactive. So instead of just returning true all the time, I'm going to have it return the result of a new function that I'm going to write, which is, we'll just call it is balance enough, I guess. Or maybe I'll call it compare balance to minimum. So compare balance to minimum. And this time, just to give you an example, I'm not going to have any inputs. I'm just going to have it use the current amount for this where is it, total before tax, and compare that to the amount. Because it's a variable that's in my app, I don't have to have it as an input. So let's calculate, let's build that function. So func compare balance to minimum, and like I said, I'm not going to have it have any inputs, but I do want it to have a bool output. I want this to return true or false. And so this is a simple conditional statement. Let's say if the total before tax, is what I called it, total before tax, is greater than or equal to this min total for free bag. Let's copy that down. If it's greater than that, then I want to return true. Otherwise, I want to return false. So I'm returning a bool. It's either true or false. And I have this function that's now going to check to see if my total is exceeding that minimum total. Let's run the code. So we can see that, $14, and as I go above 14, now that message pops up. But if I suddenly take something away, it disappears. So this is working just as I want. Okay, next thing is let's get this complete purchase function to be working. So you can see down here that I have another Boolean variable that just says if the order is submitted is false. We have this button that if I click this button, it calls a function called make purchase. And what I want to do is have that make purchase function just change the value of order submitted to be true. And that function is already sitting here. So let's just do set order submitted to be true. And let's run the code. Order some salads and desserts and things. We can see that amount changing. Let's get my free bag. And if I hit complete purchase, now I have a message that your food will arrive soon. Now notice that the button has disappeared because I have submitted my order, and that's exactly the behavior that I programmed in within my Swift UI view. So this takes you from start to finish in building the app the way that I was sharing with you in class. I'm hoping that now you can start thinking about your own situation that you might want to model using a Swift UI app that uses functions and start piecing that together on your own. Good luck.